Friday, Pints. It's the Barstool VS America after show edition. You guys were reality TV stars. This is not your first time, so you know, but everybody else became reality TV show stars for a week. You guys competed. You guys were backstabbing. You were fighting. You were loving. It was the whole experience. Jeff hosting, watching the whole fucking shenanigans go down. It was one of the biggest productions we've ever done at Barstool, so congrats to everybody. But let's talk about it. First, let's start at the end. Let's start with the winners and how that all went down, and the fallout, if you will, from that. I mean, it was.
Can I get a drink for this?
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Who wants a beer?
I forgot about that.
Who wants a beer? Let's go. One for the beer guy, one for the gal, the host, and these two idiots.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw it.
So
Thank you, sir.
all week long, it was the three-headed monster. In the early episodes, it was Dana and Marty and Pat. And then when it came down to it, didn't exactly go the way you thought it was, huh?
But it was smart. What we were doing was dominant as shit.
Yeah.
But then it's that one
That X
mental
factor.
thing. The mental part, we knew we were going to screw each other up.
Well,
and then we started talking about it.
In the beginning, you guys were like, listen, we just got to vote for each other. And you were like, well, wait a minute. No, if you vote for me, that means we lost. And if I vote for you, that means you lose too. And it was like, well, I don't know. We'll just figure it out at the end.
We were still
And you
trying to
didn't.
figure it out at the early stage. Once we got it, me and Marty kind of had that rotating thing of just me, him, and Pat.
Well,
It was genius.
It was a
working.
rotation.
It
It was
was
like
working.
they voted
It
you
was just
off.
me and Vibbs,
And-
back and forth.
Well, and then at one point,
And
Pat was
play.
like, and guess who we're gonna send home the next time? It's gonna be Glenny.
was
And then
working.
It's gonna be Kelly. And it's gonna be Glenny. So it was this, because there was no vote off of this show, it was a lot more like, when you vote somebody off, they're fucking gone. So it's like, I stabbed you in the back, but you're gone.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm shipping you out, I don't want you, but you're still there, and you might be back on the team like 2 days from now. So it was hard to play the mental side of it because it was like you still are with each other the whole time.
Yeah, but the mental part screwed us into games. Because all we had to do was win the competition. We would have been fine. We would have kept winning, I think, with us
Right.
three. But in Chicago, the mental part, Kelly remembered shit and Pat couldn't.
Well, that's
Well,
the nature
not
of
really.
these
It
games.
took us all like 4 hours to get the
We were
final
up 2-0.
challenge.
It was, you're up
true.
2-0, and then you lost. We
Blew a
got
2-0
3 in a
lead.
row.
We
Yeah.
blew a
Yeah.
2-0
You blew a 2-0
lead.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I figured out how to get through the obstacle course finally. It took me a little while to get through figure out the best way to get through the obstacle
Dominated
course,
it.
which I tried to figure it out back and forth 10 times for me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, like, people don't think about that. 10 times
10
I went back and
times.
forth through this fucking thing. Wait till you see it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's out of control. But I was complaining from day one. I was like, all these challenges are 100% physical. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I was like,
Yeah.
where do we
But
use
then-
our brains at
well,
any
they,
point?
they usually have like a
then
good
we don't.
balance because
It was
if
back to back too, because trivia then in the fun. I mean,
Yeah. So at the end it
and
was
that's
like,
what broke the game.
yeah.
Trivia really broke.
Yeah.
Trivia
So
was-
when
That was important.
I think the game got broken whenever we were going to Chicago and the yellow team was kind of misfits, and we're like, all right, we got to break up Dana and Marty and break up the three-headed monster. So
Right.
in the Chicago
Yeah.
episode,
Yeah.
you see that we start strategizing and being like, we got to break them up somehow, and we start we outsmart them.
Kind
Right.
of sick by us to be like the guys that have to be broken up.
Pretty
That's
sick.
pretty good.
Yeah.
by us.
Well,
Like,
they break you up, they
Yeah.
broke you up.
Yeah, but like
Still
to be
good.
like the power, like the two most powerful
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, but we
It's
broke.
just physical. It was just
Yeah.
physical. No.
We broke you up
For
and used
physical
you
reasons.
for 10K.
We
Yeah,
literally
but
said, we
still
have
sick.
to, we're like, all right, we're done.
We lost.
We broke ourselves up.
We
Yeah.
Oh,
broke
the old
ourselves
you didn't
up.
beat us, we
They-
lost.
That's
Okay.
a fact.
We beat
We
ourselves.
won the challenge in Chicago,
But
and
we
we had
had
known
it.
that we were taking Marty, because we were like, out of Dana and Marty, who's like better mentally? We chose Marty.
They were
Wow.
Which is
Wow.
bananas.
That's what we did.
It's
That's
so
what we did.
dumb.
This man's a marketing genius.
That's what we did. So we were like, okay.
This fucking blockhead? Are you kidding me?
I mean, he almost beat me. He almost beat me at the last thing for
That is true.
for
I
captain.
came in second in trivia
If he
too.
won captain there, then you guys probably would have been okay.
Yeah, so
That was a more
wait, what
distant
was-
second
Yeah.
in trivia.
Yeah, that was a
The
long
final-
second.
Yeah.
The final captains were
Us.
two,
Fucking
right?
two.
Yeah.
And had
I'm
yeah,
mad now.
had-
Just rehashing. I'm
had
getting
really
mad
just-
because I'm
had really,
rehashing.
Like, one
Sorry,
of you been
Dana.
captain, I feel like you would have been good because you
Kevin.
could have made the decision.
I had
so you just
6
needed one of
We
two.
couldn't
to
have
be
them
in.
be captain. Yeah.
I
Well,
had 6
but
people. that could be captain.
Yeah.
And both
And the
challenges,
only people who
and
you couldn't.
Every time it was that. But then I ended up
But
being
you still had a
captain
chance
last
because you
time.
were given
Yeah.
captainship in the final challenge because it was so physical.
Yeah.
Right. So then, so at the end, I had to give it up. I saw what we had to do, and I was like, "There's just no fucking way." And with him being captain, and also knowing that he'll just plow through it, not care about his body, I don't have that kind of drive. So
At
I
the
knew
end-
there was no way.
At the end, it was Vibbs as a captain. I was like, oh, he's not going to pick me if they win.
Plow through it.
So then I was like, I need to be captain because it's either I win by myself or I'm fucked.
Right.
So then I was captain, and Kelly won no matter what the last thing.
I won like the most
Have
of
you
the
seen
entire
the,
time.
we had the choice. So me and Marty, it's the stupidest conversation ever. We're sitting in the hotel room, like strategizing, and this final strategy was, if he gets captain, like by some miracle, like they give him the captain, we're gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it on my team so me and him can win. Take me over to his team. Smart, great.
Right.
You get there, it's an impossible thing to throw.
No, it's not.
Unless,
No, it's not.
unless,
You stupid fuck.
no, it's.
How would you have thrown it, Marty?
Touch the puzzle.
That's the what. But would have never
And
thought about that if I didn't
Kevin-
tell you at the end.
Kevin, he jumped in the ball pit. He went like this in 2 seconds. Got
Right.
the
He was the
frisbee, got up.
You're
fastest. The
bad.
reason you guys
You
won is
Okay,
because you were so fast on
because
the ball.
once you get in there and then.
100% true.
You know what it is? The competitive drive.
Yeah,
kicked
it's
in.
like
Dana
that.
Pierce.
No, he really was. He was
Senior year. He's a
But
winner.
here's the thing.
a serious competitor.
But here's the thing, that's another thing. That's why I'm pissed that I got fucking fucked over because I tried my dick off and my balls off. I tried both of them off, all three. And Marty, so before I got to the challenge, my thing was this. No matter what happens, if I'm not going to throw it, I'm going to give him my 5K if I get 10K. I'm going to split it. Wow. That's good. That's good.
I mean, that's illegal, but all right.
Yes, which is also illegal.
No, I wasn't going to announce that. That was going to be like a
Pat had to
bro
do
That
it.
was under the table.
It was
because
fun.
I
Yeah,
had
it's
zero inkling that I would ever be thrown off the team ever.
Wow.
I was like, it's gonna be
It
Pat.
can't
I was
be.
like, Pat's gonna get thrown off no matter what.
I said it though. I said it to you,
Well,
Kayce,
Pat was
and
getting
Spider.
kicked off, but we didn't know Vibbs was a cocksucker.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
I didn't know
what
what it was
I said.
either.
Hey, it sucks when you win and you just get kicked off for no reason, doesn't it?
Whoa.
Yeah. You guys
Oh, the
kicked me off for no
second
reason,
challenge?
Big
Who gives
mistake.
a fuck about the second
I
challenge?
cared. I wanted to stay in
But
that.
see, that-
I think that was
That's
personal.
again-
That was like, oh, they're
You
pointing
did
at
that
this
where
guy.
I'm
I'll
at.
sit him out.
Yeah.
That's where those challenges matter.
They
He
do matter.
did stay
like
in
when
the city one.
Spider had said at one point, like nothing matters until
And
the end.
that was
and
crazy
it's
to
not
me
true.
because like it really and like we even
Sets
have
the
people on
tone.
Twitter and saying like people watching like, oh, this means no, it does, like it did matter. It mattered, like obviously it impacted you. Though your first reason why Balls won was that he gave you a sandwich, you weren't lying.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know until I watched the show.
Yeah.
He did legitimately give you a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
that's what got him. That's a $10,000 sandwich.
It's my game. It's my game. I'll
But,
make
like,
my own.
you have
That's so annoying though.
But it
because
is,
he
but,
didn't
like-
do anything competitively. When meanwhile, I'm like literally, I didn't make enemies. And I also tried my
You didn't
dick
make any
off.
friends, did you?
Yes, I did. What? Like I feel like
Not
I
enough.
was friendly
Not
with
enough.
everyone.
Team,
Not
so
with
I was
everybody.
friends
But
with
there
you,
was-
so
there
kick me
was
So
a
it's
off.
lack
like
of,
you
I
try
think-
your ass off and you fucking
perform.
don't make enemies. You perform. You fucking are an electric factory and you get kicked off.
That's why
So
you gotta
fuck
learn to
that.
play with the
It
brain.
sounds like,
Zero reason. You
sounds
just
like
want to
you're
see
not
the
too
world
happy
burn.
about
You
it,
just
man.
wanted to see the world burn, and I get it.
I had alliances.
There's zero
Vibbs
reason
did
to throw
go,
me
like,
out.
We're going to the bus. Goes. I was like, "Who you kicking off?" He goes, "It'll be funny." I'm like, "Funny." And then I was like, then I
talk
told
me
him it
through
was
what
gonna
your
be balls.
what your thought process
Just the
was.
fact that I literally bought a $10,000 6-inch sub is hilarious. Like, so Balls was safe no matter what.
That's not
Balls.
funny to you.
No, it's not funny. Balls do
Crack a
compete.
smile.
You gotta
He
give.
could be. He scraped his titty. He scraped his titty.
Yeah. Give Balls
I
credit
broke
for
my
competing.
toe.
He
What'd you
Balls
do?
competed hard.
Balls. What did he do? He won a bowling competition
He
because of
ate
his
a bunch of-
partner?
He actually he won, I think,
captain a few times.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Eating the bowl.
He ate. I ate
Eating
too.
bowling.
He did consistently give it
was
up.
twice.
He would win and then he would just give it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, true.
No, I was definitely the bad guy, but I stayed true to what I said I was gonna do, and I had kicked.
I mean, that was the
on the
first thing
short
I said.
side.
Legitimately everything you had said in that game was going to come down to like your decision. I said that right out of the gate. And the team challenges, like, yeah, I guess, like, was there more than I mean, yeah, you were staying in a nice house. Like, that was obviously a nice little kicker as well. But
You would
just,
get up early though, didn't you?
just,
I remember
saying
hearing about that. I was like, I'd
Yes.
rather just sleep on the bus.
You
than
did have
go.
to get up early.
I feel like I
The
think
bed
that
is
probably
better.
The
bed
bed
was
better?
better.
I think that-
I
yeah.
sleep, but you don't know how I sleep, bro. I sleep.
Oh, but-
I sleep on the
Yeah,
floor.
probably wearing you
I
a little
sleep-
bit towards the end.
I'm a
It's
sleeper.
just, it's not even
But
like it's space. It's
even
like, it's
even
so
how
tight.
even
Yeah,
how
I
you
heard
kick
your bus
people
is
off,
so
You couldn't
like
even, pee
she got
really.
booted in Nashville by
Yeah.
Marty, and probably Marty, you like half acted. You're like, oh, it's a tough one. You went, Keegs.
Even
Even sell it a little more. Even like give it a better sell job. Like that was your opportunity to perform and like really.
This is so hard,
Unreal.
Keegs.
And I was pissed about that because that was the first time that I had won the Airbnb. The other 2 times, like somehow I got to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is cool. But I never felt like I deserved it. That one I was like, I fucking deserve this. We're in Nashville. This is amazing. Kicked off immediately. Just closed it.
Technically, I did not earn an Airbnb the entire time. I did not sleep in an Airbnb once.
Well, you earned it.
But
I think you earned it.
Yeah,
But you
I
can
would
also
say
make the
you
argument you earned it the hardest way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I think you put on the best,
I
best
just shouldn't
display
have said
of all.
anything there. I apologize.
Well,
no,
we'll
he
talk about
didn't.
that in a moment. But it
He got
sounds like
lucky at the end.
it is.
And the funny thing is,
he got
the
lucky in the middle,
reunion-
too. He got lucky in the middle.
You
and
were
the
the
end.
captain. If you were the captain, that's.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but that's why I switched my strategy. And there's like 8 strategies you could do, and that was the one you gotta.
No, what?
So you
the
became
captain thing on the final
captain
challenge?
through strategy.
I mean, yeah, I
you
went and took it. It was either I was gonna
That's
fall
so
back
bad.
and join the yellow team and sabotage it like Dana wanted to, which would have been. I don't know how you would have done it. You would have felt like a piece of shit the whole time.
Yeah.
But then when you got the money, you would have felt
I don't
cool.
think you could have
But
done it.
In my heart, I couldn't have, but I knew if I should have hit me in the shower after I had all this stupid fucking sand and slime. I'm like, what could I have done?
Touch the puzzle.
Touch the puzzle by accident. No one would have
was like,
suspected
oh,
yeah,
anything.
so dumb.
Because if you touch the puzzle, you
Now,
go back
do
to
you
the beginning.
think that you could have, like, this idiot? Oh, this is a tough one, Keegs. Do you think you would have been like? You think you could have sold it? You think you
What,
could have touched it and been like, oh my goodness, I touched
Because here's the
it.
thing, fucking big ass Pat the whole time was right next with
He
like,
was
and I
really
was like
close.
holding him back because
Right.
in my mind I'm like, dude,
Let
I didn't think of it in the
He
moment.
was actually.
yeah.
Let him
like,
do it.
Pat was
Pat,
so
so are you telling me
You didn't know until I told you.
I was throwing up on the side.
you were
You
just
should have gotten out of you were in the ball pit for 3 hours. You should have gotten out of that
My
fucking thing.
team, Bibbs was in there for way longer than
No,
me.
you were in there for like legit hour.
We
Bibbs
were
was
all in there for
10
an hour. You were
minutes.
the only
Mini
person.
frisbees.
You were the only person. You jumped in,
Yeah,
Brad,
you
that
were-
jumped
you
out.
were
You're like, how the
money
fuck
on-
I
did that
hope
just
some
happen?
people
It's the
will
only
see me
reason
do
they
that
won.
and say, Dana, you have integrity and you have heart and you
Yeah,
have character.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're too
I hope
much of
some
a
people
winner.
will see that.
Are you telling
Yeah.
me that you were just such a competitor and such an honest winner that
Literally,
you couldn't throw it?
literally yes.
So you know
Because
you don't have
you
the
should.
money,
I
but you
don't
have
know
your
if
heart. You
the,
have
I
your
don't know if the
integrity.
cameras caught it at the beginning. Like Marty walks by and goes, "You're throwing it, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then Pat, he's smart. He pulls over the cameras and he's like, "Shake my hand right now. You're not gonna throw it."
Mm-hmm.
Again, integrity. I'm like, if you didn't do that, I probably would.
I would shake Pat's hand, kiss him on the mouth, and throw
Well,
the fucking
He was.
thing. I don't give
So
a
now
shit.
you have him. We said it after like season 2. I think you have a couple returning. He has a big redemption tour. Pat, who's not here, has dubbed himself because Pat became. You're a villain maybe for the move, but Pat's became the villain in the arena.
time.
Yeah.
Well,
And
so
in real
Pat
life,
dubbed
we were like
himself-
pissed at Pat for
Yeah.
that. Like,
Well,
it was-
Yeah,
dubbed
I was
himself the
mad
big gay
at him.
villain for
Yeah.
season 2.
Yeah,
But
he loved it.
there was really no plan for like we were gonna just kind of rap, make a quick comment, then close. And Marty mumbled something under his breath, like snake or something about Pat. And only like had you not been sitting by me, I think we would have rapped and left. And then I had you open up one comment, and that's where the pop just completely
is that
came
when we were,
up. The
when we were
top
accusing
popped
him
right
of
off.
touching the puzzle? We're like,
And then we
he touched
basically had a
the
reunion
puzzle,
show.
he cheated in this part
But-
and this part,
so
and
my
me and
whole
Kayce were like
team's
getting
a
into it.
flood-
Floodgates
I
from a week
figured
of
that-
everything building up.
I figured that I was going to have to take somebody off the blue team. That's what I thought was going to happen. And Kelly, Kayce, and Spyro like, Pat, take him off
Oh,
that
yeah, we
team.
were all
Take
like,
him the
it's
10
Pat.
grand
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And that's where he
Because that day we
switched
were
it,
mad at him.
where
Right.
Vibbs took him off. But it was,
So-
because
so-
Pat was on our team, but then once we all got blown up, he was like trying to make alliance with everybody and kind of
Yeah.
being a scumbag, like
Yeah.
texting Kelly, texting Kayce, like
Ah.
everywhere. So
Yeah,
he's,
so we had no idea that
So-
he was like had an alliance with the two of them. We were
Right.
like, there's no fucking way. Like,
And
he's
I don't think anyone
probably,
thought
if
Vibbs was
anything,
gonna
with him.
kick someone off either.
No.
I did.
It was
No,
almost
no,
not even
only
an
line-
option.
You remember? I fucking
Yeah,
said
so
that.
you
You opted to be
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah, the only
You
alliance.
could have just
literally-
chilled, right?
He could
I
have
could've-
given Kelly
and
10
you-
grand.
I should have.
But
if-
I
yeah.
know the rules, but I'm saying, like, you, in your mind, was it ever an option to just say, I'm leaving it?
Well, when Marty became captain, I could have saved Kelly and
Yeah.
given her the 10K. And if Kelly and I had an alliance then, I definitely would have. But Pat was the only person who I had an alliance with.
I
That was
think you had
it.
an alliance.
Well, I
think
know,
you had
but
an
I mean,
Spoken line.
I don't mix business and pleasure.
we
Kevin. I don't mix business and
yeah,
pleasure.
we talked about the game. I think like the night before, and we were just like went through all the scenarios, and we were like, look, like I have an alliance. Like I'm not gonna save you necessarily. And
We
she was
also
like,
didn't
that's
even-
totally fine.
We also didn't even really have like that
I'm calling
intense of a
bullshit.
conversation.
No,
that's
you
serious.
can't just let
But I
them
mean,
fly.
the fact is though,
It
that's what
wasn't
he
even
did
that serious
though.
of a
No.
conversation. Like I didn't even pry you for information because I was
Yeah.
like, I think he's gonna kick somebody off the team, and I said that on the
Yeah,
bus
you
the same
did.
day. I was like, he will kick someone off the team. Like he's a wild card. He gets angry. I've seen it happen in the office, wherever. he's going to kick someone off that team.
It
And
was
no one believed me.
It was almost not even an option though. It was a last second. Like we were like, who in their fucking right mind would win the game and then lose the game by being the villain?
Yeah,
Unless
just
you
put the
really.
bullseye on your
So
back.
we almost did make it, and we said, no, let's make sure they have the option if they want it.
Makes
And
for
then he
great
took it like,
theater.
holy shit.
I had to protect Pat and then Glennie for the sandwich, and that left Dana.
That's so.
I mean, it's
So
Is there
stupid.
any,
No,
is
no,
there any
they would've-
actual bad blood?
I
because
mean,
of this?
I'm never going on a stupid show ever.
what was it?
You did everything you possibly could and you didn't win. So.
Yeah. No,
Was there
Yeah,
any
and
aftermath?
not,
Did
like-
you go up to him and be like, what the fuck was that?
no. He tried to like tap me on the shoulder, and I was just like, get away.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I did.
regardless,
Yeah, I did feel
it's-
bad afterwards.
it's
But I
fucked up.
apologized afterwards.
It doesn't matter. It's fucked up. It's $10,000.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care.
yeah.
Like, I mean, you could have just gave it to her, and I could have been the bad guy. That's like the normal
Right,
person.
but I had an alliance with Pat, and I said I'd protect him, so I had to do what I said I would do.
That's insane.
But again, that's why Pat, not here. He was called the Snake. First of all, he's a huge reality fan, so being called the Snake has got to be a great feeling for a big reality fan.
He loves being the snake.
But
He loves being the snake.
he really was the Snake.
Yeah, he was.
Dana-
Once
He was,
we got
and-
broken up, he was. Yeah.
Dana, why didn't
Yeah.
you come up to me and make an alliance instead of talking to Pat?
Because I had my 3 guys. I didn't really.
See, then sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You know?
tough. That is
Tough.
tough.
Because I,
You
you want me to be
picked
honest,
me.
I
You
thought
gotta-
he
you
was a
gotta
better
have-
competitor.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Well,
But in terms of like,
You
It
said
was
the big
working.
three were like the best
thought the
athletes.
color
What
of
the
the
fuck? That was
slime-
disrespectful.
He thought the color of the slime was gray in the trivia.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Gray
Yeah,
slime.
the trivia stuff.
Also,
So
Spider
bad.
has been so.
how's the Spider respect tour?
Well, the
Respect
thing
tour?
is,
Love
what
it.
happened.
Spider's
So
fantastic.
we were walking, and I was like, "Guys, what do you want me to do for who I should give it to?" I wasn't gonna give it to Kayce. That was just one person I was not giving it to. I was honestly gonna give it to Spider, and they were both like, "Just give it to Kelly." I was like, "That makes my
Done,
life
yeah, that's-
easy."
that's amazing.
And I look fantastic giving
Yeah.
it to Kelly.
I
'Cause
was
she was
impressed
like
by it. I
really
didn't think
like
I was
going
really
hard
wanting
at
it. I was like, and then when we lost, and after, it was just a really stressful day, honestly. Because when I was captain at first, I was like, I'm gonna have to make that decision.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get stuck as captain. If we lose, then I really get nothing. Like that's too much
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah, yeah.
So then it was great that it was Fizzbug.
Yeah, and then they were both like, and then now Spider's telling me he never said anything. So
Not
No,
on
he said
camera.
it.
Not on
What
camera
are you
either.
talking about? I never said that.
you can
Fuck
tell me I
Do we have on camera?
He said it
I
in,
probably
when you went
not.
to go do
Yeah.
the
No,
thing.
you think I put that in there? No shit. But I would look like an angel.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, you're the good guy.
I cried my eyes out.
Yeah,
Immediately.
well,
Yeah.
the thing that annoyed
I was
me,
so
and
tired.
I'm,
Just get that.
and I'm pretty sure I
One
said
more
it,
thing.
and I'll probably like an asshole for it, but Pat's telling everyone about his finances, and he's so poor. We're all poor. We
Yeah.
can all use
Buddy.
money. So I was like, I think I said, I was like,
Like-
I don't know if they cut it or not. I was like, if you want more money, be better at your job. Yeah, I didn't think you liked that one.
I was
I didn't win you any
I don't think
fucking
any of that
all
said
nice
final
if he's
cut.
left Dana the second he was kicked out of that
Yeah.
game. He was like,
Yeah.
fuck this.
And,
But I didn't have
agree with
time
that.
for that. We all
that-
fucking
that
need money.
is- that's
We all
like,
need
if
money.
you're gonna play,
You're playing a game.
The weird X factor with Barstool reality shit is that we all know each other and everybody knows who's a veteran, who's a rookie, who's making money, who's not. Usually it's like, just strangers. So there's
Yeah.
no level of like, I need it, you don't. It should just be,
It's a
you're
game.
playing.
This
And
is
also,
not
by the way,
fucking-
unless you're like Dave, 10K is 10K to a lot of people. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Everybody could kind of use it. So
Yeah.
some
Some of
more
the
than
best
others. but-
reality show legends of all time didn't win their first season.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all
listen,
I'm
you
saying.
got.
Exactly.
I'm sitting right here, Jeff.
You
Say my
lost
name.
your first season.
That's what I
That's
said.
what
I
you
didn't
said.
win.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
didn't
sorry.
win their first
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
I told
right.
Logan, I said to Logan, I was like, if I don't win this, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, you
Like, I will
can't-
never do a single show
you
for you
can't go
again.
open
I'll do
I
it
was like, it'll
a
be too
million
I'll
embarrassing.
be back.
Yeah.
Now I'll do it again.
Oh yeah.
Nothing
You
physical
want
like
you want to go
that.
again?
I think
You got the itch.
Yes.
Because
I
of like
believe.
the game, because of the challenge, because of the
No,
money,
I
because of
need
what?
to show
Redemption.
that I can do it.
Yeah.
These two need to be back. I think you have to give Spider a chance. I think you got to give Pat. Like I think like everyone else kind of won. I mean, yeah, like the two of you won, Glennie won. I don't think Kayce would do it again,
Kayce would not do
honestly.
it again. I said I would do it again if I knew 100% it was going to be like that. I didn't realize it was going to be so physical. I would need like a trainer for 3
didn't
months.
either.
Or something,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need
Here's the
to.
thing.
I
I
went
think
into that
everybody
like
was surprised
coughing
by
up a
that.
lung and like I haven't run in 10
I don't know
years.
what I would have done if I would have been like, I'm not doing this.
I haven't worked
I'll
out
be
forever,
like,
but
I'll be-
I didn't
yeah,
have
I have
any
children.
problem.
You guys housed everything. I was like, do you like work out or something?
No,
like,
we
I
don't.
knew you and Pat would be good, but
Fucking eat
There's a
tacos.
couple people who I know want to do it now who like didn't get a chance to do it this past one. And
Yeah.
So
a lot of people want to do
How'd
it.
that
yeah.
how'd that bucket feel?
Unbelievable.
That was unreal.
That was the coolest thing.
And I
I've
don't
ever
believe you
done.
for 1 second saying you didn't think it was going in. You didn't know it was going
I
in. You knew it.
figured
It was butter.
going
It was
in,
there.
But I was like, either way, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
Yeah.
gave credit to Steph Curry for that.
I also
That's Larry Bird. Larry Bird.
I mean,
invented
the
the
modern
fucking.
era.
I also,
I think Larry Bird. Larry
Yeah,
Bird.
it's like
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird.
That's an iconic fucking
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm with
Larry
you on that.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a Boston
who
too.
you guys are
Celtics.
both.
Everyone
Now
knows
that's
that
It's the
Steph
3-point
Curry, yeah.
contest. He walked in and said he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
playing for
It's an
second.
all-time moment.
He was imitating
walked
Steph
away
Curry.
with
But,
one.
that, but
Yeah.
now
I
that's
also
Steph
called
running back down.
I said
court.
Jordan Clarkson was sweating
Yeah,
me
it's
easily.
yeah. I will let it slide. That would have been probably an
Also,
even better clip. than
that
this.
that came through a little bit on that challenge, but here, I mean, Kayce
Kayce Bricks.
Kayce had
Oh yeah.
Kayce had like 40 more attempts
That
than
was
Marty.
brutal.
That was the
No
most bricks I've
slander.
ever
Vibbs
seen.
was
A
First of all,
maniac
no,
at that challenge, by the way.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
up and down those stairs so many fucking times.
Yeah.
Marty can handle slippy. I can't even talk.
Slippery
balls.
stairs. Slippery stairs.
Slippery balls.
I mean, you.
Better
that
be.
Oh,
was-
slippery
It was
balls.
terrible. I mean, they were
Bad.
so slimy, and then
Yeah.
you add the nails on top of it, and he's a better shooter than me. What do we want? Like, I'm supposed to
Yeah.
act like he wasn't.
think
He
you
kicked
held
my
your
ass.
own.
I did hold my
You did.
own.
You almost came back. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
He did have a couple egregious air balls early.
because the
I
balls
shot
were
over
so
the bat.
slippery.
That was insane.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What was your, did you have a strategy the entire time?
Yes.
I feel like you did. I feel like you just
Not
wanted.
only did I
No,
have a
I'm being
were you
nice.
doing?
I think that you just
I-
wanted to be nice.
Oh, you mean on the whole show? I thought you meant the basketball.
No,
thing.
not the basketball. The whole show.
If I could guess for you, I think that almost your priority was to not like be a villain or look like an
Yeah,
asshole.
that's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Yeah.
a good priority.
So
Like,
that-
why-
that-
I'm
that would be
sorry,
my
I-
priority.
I-
They're
I-
like Pat went
Well,
in there,
that's
like,
what
I want to be the villain.
That's
so I
what
wanna
I
win.
did,
You
and
went
we
in there.
both lost.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing is that like I am not good at reality TV like she is. She's obviously the queen at it. But I also knew we all had to come back to work together. It'd be different if we never had to
That's
see
the
each
X
other
factor.
again.
You were, that was your main. You
But
did
it
say
was
that a
just
lot.
like,
Like,
if
we'll
I-
have to see the
Now,
people
have
at
to
work.
see
but
each
like
other.
we all thought that was Survivor. Was there like there was a little bit of tension at first with Survivor, but then I assumed did it go back to normal?
Survivor was
Has there
different
been any
because it was
long-lasting?
No,
like,
it was only 1 week, and it was also we weren't like on top of each other constantly. Like
Yeah.
with all of us in the RVs and stuff, but there was no. I don't know if I was
Right.
alone.
You also
out.
had,
I never was alone.
I don't think I was alone one time.
Like the office was still operating, so people would
Yeah.
come in and kind
It
of
was
break
kind
it
of
Oh
up.
yeah,
regular
that's the thing.
life.
Like we
Yeah.
would work in the middle of the day.
but
like
there
there
was
a break
no
and whatever.
lingering beef or anything like that. So
no.
did that
No.
affect you? Like, did you go into this being like, well, I can like let it fly and let it rip because
I
we'll
went
be
into
good
this
afterwards?
not worried about that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then once we were there for maybe like day 6 or 7, I started worrying like, oh, maybe I should like, I don't know.
But it was
be a
also
little bit better at
different
this.
with this too, because we talked about it. Is like once we figured out the wrinkle that you were getting traded, it was like, what's the point of being an asshole to somebody on the other team if you're gonna
Yeah.
That's
potentially
why
end
it
up
was
on their
kind
bus?
of, you know,
Right.
it's an interesting
Like
game.
I have
Which
to
is why-
like live with somebody for 10 more days. Like why would I want them to
Yeah.
hate me?
Right.
Which is why by Chicago, it was nearing the end, and that's when we were like, all right, we're not fucking around anymore. Now we're just take Marty off the team. Like whatever's happening.
hate
Like, that's,
rehashing
break them up. We're winning this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Dana's not happy.
is there lingering effects? I denied his lore in the bar yesterday.
Oh,
I made up some excuse. I'm like, I'm editing.
You said you were busy, and then 2 seconds later, I walk by Marty's desk, and you're sitting by him just like playing fucking patty cake.
It's still
No,
fresh.
no. There was an editor with me in the hallway, and I go, "Hey, Dan, what's up?" And Danny goes, "Hey." And the editor goes, "Is something up between you two?" And I go, "No, I don't think so."
I think I'll get over it eventually, but
Probably
the
not.
more I see,
It
like,
hasn't
I mean, I
ended.
get it.
You gotta
Yeah.
live through
You
reality.
gotta
But
live
here,
through it
this
again.
is the thing:
Oh, no,
is that
no,
Vibbs chose to be the villain because
Yeah,
he had the
we know.
opportunity
Yeah,
talked about
to
that.
give
Before,
the
yeah.
money, and
It's
he
just a
purposely
crazy-
did
I was
it over.
again, you guys would say it's
It's a
being the villain.
theatrical moment.
I was being
I
a man
guess-
of my word.
I mean, I guess,
Strategic.
all right, so if you flip it, you and Dana had a thing, right? An alliance.
these
Same way he
these
and Pat
motherfuckers
did.
would have cut my
So,
throat in a
like,
second.
would
Pat
you
didn't
have-
an alliance with him? That's what he doesn't get.
Pat had an alliance with everybody.
No,
No.
but he said he had some sort of. He said, "I'll protect you, Pat."
Yeah, I said I would protect Pat.
Yeah.
Would Pat protect me? I don't know,
That's
but
what's
I said I would
crazy.
protect
Why?
Pat.
I would have cut Pat in 2 seconds.
Because he was the only, he was the only person that came up to me to start an alliance.
So,
You didn't.
so in
You didn't.
Vibbs' mind, whether it was reciprocated or not, Vibbs was like, I have to do this because I said I would do it. If it was you two in the situation, you would probably feel the same way, right?
Yeah, but like but I had alliances with Pat as well. Like Pat didn't give a fuck about Vibbs. He just made him
Yeah.
think he did. That's
I mean, the
crazy.
Pat cared
trailer.
about himself. That's
tra-
it.
right.
Pat didn't care about anybody but himself.
I mean,
You
Pat's
said
living
something, you
how
stuck
Pat
to
lives.
it.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, you stuck to your
That's
word.
it.
But like even in the trailer, he was like, "I've been telling Kayce and Vibbs the exact same things.
No,
I
I
know
get
they
that.
don't actually talk to each other."
And
I
would
was
he
like,
have?
so
Yeah,
you're
would
telling
he have
all of
owned?
us the exact
Would
same
he have
thing.
owned up to his word? I don't know, but I owned up to mine because I'm a man.
Yeah, maybe he was Duke, but I mean, he didn't know
Kelly,
that.
is
He thought
Vibbs a man?
Sounds like it.
Well, that was the other.
Is that what we call a segue?
Yeah.
That was
the other.
no.
That was the other
Walk right
big
into that.
storyline. Yep. Some beer. Some beer.
Pop it up.
I'll take one of those.
Over here too,
It
please,
was.
sir.
It
Barkeep.
was the first.
Thank you.
Kind of the first publicly Barstool employees fraternizing sort of thing, right? That was at least in content.
camera,
Yeah.
for sure.
It was on camera, yeah.
And I mean, when
We're
you
using
guys,
Let's put out there.
Yeah.
We're using the term showman.
Consenting.
you guys came back, and it was like you went to war, but then there was a lot of, it was like, there was a lot of bonks all week long, a lot of bonking going on, and the rumors were swirling, people were talking, but I don't think anybody knew whether it was going to be in the show. And then
They didn't either.
No, it wasn't. It
I don't
wasn't. They
think
asked. They were
expected
like,
it.
"Hey, this is like kind of funny and cool. Like, would you guys be cool if we like turned it into part of the storyline?"
Yeah.
And we were like,
You gotta.
"Sure."
Every time
we
we'd go in for the confessional, one of the producers would be like,
So.
that was pretty juicy if you want to share some details. I'm like, no, I don't want to share any details. Like,
It was slightly coerced, but like I said, I feel I don't know.
Wait,
if I believe
what
you
was
into it or not.
coerced?
No, not coerced.
specify that.
Not coerced. No, being part of the show.
No,
being
I
a part of
know.
the show.
Fucking around.
I didn't
But I'm
know
such a
if-
sucker for. I love the drama. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Even when I'm involved, like I'm just like whatever. I'll do it.
That's what
I'm
it
like,
is.
I got it.
I love it.
That's what it is.
I
I
think
didn't
it's
know if
great.
any like the producers knew, and I was sitting in the airport in Panama City, and I was like, that'll blow over. I won't be in the show. It'll be a thing. And one of our producers gets a call, and I look up at. I'm
Can I
like,
not say who?
huh? I mean, it's Logan.
Yeah,
He
Logan
got a call.
with a shit-eating grin.
He got a call.
Yeah.
And he just starts all of a sudden like the fucking grin.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
ah, shit. He's gonna ask
makes
me
me
too.
wanna die.
And like, yeah, I'm the host, but I was like, I don't really want to like say anything. Like, I'm not gonna be the guy. Like, I really
Yeah.
didn't. Despite of respect to her, I didn't really want to. Like, I was just there to host.
Yeah.
So he's like. It's like, I just got some interesting news. I go, I got no idea. And then the other producer, Rob, goes, that's bullshit. And so get me out of it.
Well, there was a moment too where like we all knew, but
Amber Alert.
we didn't want to be the one to say it on camera first. Like they had cameras in our faces
Well,
on the
Spider
yellow
had that one
bus.
confessional where you see his eyes going back and forth. The producer going, I mean, should I say it?
They were,
there's like 8 producers like
my own fault.
telling him what to do.
and Amber, no, they were having
Never mind.
people
Hope they're okay.
come off the bus and be like, okay, so like, why is Vibbs not on the bus? And we're like, we're not saying anything until we actually talk to Kelly and Vibbs. Like, I'm not going to be the
Yeah.
fucking asshole that outs a
Right.
Barstool content
Well,
couple
again,
on
it's people
camera.
that you know and coworkers. If it was
Right,
strangers,
right.
you'd be like, yeah, those two were fucking hooking up. But it's like, well, I don't know what to say, what not to say. Was there? So how did that happen? How did that happen?
Well, we had
Beach,
happy hours
you
in
know?
every city.
What's that?
Yeah.
We had happy hours in every city
Yeah.
that don't make the show, so
Right.
all
Yes,
the talent would go
I
out
I
and
mean,
drink.
yeah, that was the
I
other thing. You
almost
guys
wish that they did.
were
Yeah.
competing and fucked up for like
yeah.
10 straight days.
The
I
whole
was
time.
buckled for like 3 weeks.
No, it was crazy. Every other day we had these things, and it was like we would go into a secluded area. We'd like talk to people that came to hang out with us and blah 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 and whatever. So it was like.
Wait, what do
we
you?
would-
What's going
Yeah,
on?
what's happening?
Yeah, there's,
What do you mean nothing? We got cameras everywhere.
There's 2
You're covering
conversations
things.
going on.
And
Nothing.
microphones. What?
What?
Oh, I was just, she's in a whole different world. I was just like, I was glad the happy hours didn't make it on camera.
He said,
Oh, of course. I mean, obviously, yes.
He
I just
said-
mean like I wish more people knew that we were doing that because it was like we would do a challenge all day long. We'd rush to get ready, and then we'd go to these happy hours.
It
and
would
just,
explain a
like,
lot
drink
more
all
if
day
you knew that
long.
you guys were fucked up and hungover
Yes,
for 10
that's,
straight days.
that's all it was.
Also,
We were just
Panama
drinking.
City was really the only happy hour where it was kind of just us. There were a couple Barstool fans there, so it was really just like a crew and cast party a
Panama's
little
a weird
bit.
spot.
So it escalated, I think, a little quicker.
Yeah.
Except for the one guy who walked around in a Viva shirt, telling me we work for the company.
The
That was
tightest shirt of all
unbelievable.
time.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I know you were
Snake
for
it,
that.
snake
Yeah.
it.
Let him do
So
Live music was back. It was live. We had
Live
the
music was
PCB,
Yeah, there's
there.
live music was there. We were
Everyone's
all
dancing.
feeling it.
No mask, not a mask.
There's a
like,
video
we're running
I
in the
tweeted.
streets, like it was
lot of
just
I tweeted a video
a
of
lot
two
of
girls
shots. We're
running.
taking kamikaze shots.
Yes.
Gross.
still
Why
takes
are we doing
kamikaze
that?
shots.
I tweeted a video
We
of
were like,
two
we're on
girls
spring
rubbing
break.
Dana's mullet. And in the
Yeah.
background,
How
you
was
can,
that, huh?
You can see a little spark.
Yeah,
that
right.
was
Okay.
smart.
Well,
I mean,
There's a
you
biker
can-
bar
you
in
can
Panama
see-
City.
It's the back of your head, but people didn't pick up on
It's
that
just- I'm a
until
close
later on.
talker. What-
we
what-
saw. We were like, well,
what
clearly
It was
that's
so-
So
happening.
were you the
I'm a close
pursuer, pursuee,
It was
the
so
aggressor,
loud.
the aggressee?
It was
Kelly,
loud.
were you a pursuer?
She's the spider, and I just fell in the web.
Vibbs, well, yeah. So were
I was
you
saying,
like?
my name is
This,
Charlotte.
it's a
This is
very
my
clear
web. Well,
Lala Simba situation we have.
Was there a moment where you were like,
oh, I'm sweating
like
so
it like
much.
clicked in your head at the bar, like, oh, this is happening?
It was definitely whenever it's in the picture with Dana's mullet. You see
Yeah.
us in the back, like typical like in each other's faces because music's going like kind of like touching, and that was like, all right,
and
this is
you're-
happening.
at that point,
It's a close conversation.
Are you thinking, am I gonna hook up with just this girl? Am I gonna hook up with this coworker? Am I gonna hook up with my competitor? Or like what's running through your head?
The
first and
competition
foremost?
did not exist at that
No,
point.
the lights are out. The lights are out. It was like
Yeah.
1 a.m. The lights are out, and we were like,
Yeah.
let's just go. And then it was a whole.
I'm a student of Bill Belichick. I don't turn on until the second half of the season. And I had my fun, then I started doing the second half.
So wait, you wake up in the morning, and then what's the morning like?
What did we wake up to? We woke up to bus driver Ben just
honking the horn.
no, he pounds on the door as loud as he can.
And then honking on, and then like laying on the horn.
So
But
we got-
nobody was awake. I woke both of you up.
Walked in from the bar, fucked up, like, going like this.
Yeah.
And then Pat's like, oh, Vibbs is here. We're like, all right. And
Interesting.
I sat on the beach by myself for 45 minutes.
No,
Why, you couldn't be in the
you're
house?
missing the part where everyone else came back to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
All the production people, we were drinking until 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I guess I was not there.
Some
You
girls
were
came
there
back
for that.
to the
yeah.
People are
Airbnb.
forgetting.
That's
Everyone
so-
came back. Everyone was drinking all night.
Yeah.
I will say they're taking a lot of heat because they're both like on the show. But that's what I was just like whispering to him is like if everything actually made this reality
Forget it.
television show, forget it. It'd be
Yeah.
like the most
Can we
inappropriate
talk about
show of
all your
time.
blowjobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Blowjob king.
All your blowjobs,
Okay,
fire hose.
blowjobs.
Let
Yeah.
Spider get Spider in here. Get Glenny in here. Get everybody
I
in
had to
here.
pull the door closed because I saw Spider hooking up with the girl. Like, I mean, let's be
Why do you
honest.
think I want to do this whole thing again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to rehash it, but Dana got 10K worth of BJs on that trip alone. So
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you can't be
I don't want to bring
Josh.
finances
If you,
into
all right,
it.
how about this? If you could do it all over again, you don't get your dick sucked once, but you get the money. Would you do it?
Yeah, give me the fucking money.
I don't know.
I'll get a blowjob anytime.
Blowjob of your life.
Oh, he can get a blowjob anytime.
Yeah.
He's not worried about
He's
it.
the king.
Kelly, remember the best
You
blowjob
know
of
it,
his
kid.
life?
Oh yeah, my favorite part.
That
I think,
was
really
it.
of the
No,
whole trip.
come
was
on.
when we came on.
I heard that this
No, I know.
was...
Everybody's like heard the story by now, but Kayce and I came onto their bus. We're chit-chatting with them. It was after a night of drinking. We're rehashing a little bit. He's like, "You guys, best blowjob of my life." Like that. And we were like, "Describe it. Like what? What do you mean? What'd she do?" He's like, "Oh man, it was just like, can't really describe it. It was just so good." And we were like, "Well, say something about it." He was like,
Indescribable.
it was just like
It
a
was.
lot of, she
Perfect
was
way
like
to
a lot of
describe
tip and whatever. And he went to describe what was just a regular blowjob.
Nope.
It was a regular
Well,
blowjob.
granted, you two are hoes, so maybe,
That's
maybe it's regular
Well,
for you guys.
good to know we're doing life-changing blowjobs. Like, what do you want?
It literally was just what you would describe a blowjob.
Yes.
What do you want me to do? Fucking start sucking a fucking water
You
bottle?
made the noise with your
Right,
mouth.
we
You
made,
did
we
it.
made you make the noise and
You say
stuff.
a watermelon or a water bottle?
Water bottle.
Oh, I said watermelon. What are you worried about, man?
No.
All right, so best blowjob ever, and you don't get the money. I don't know. Maybe round 2 goes your way.
Maybe my next blowjob is my next.
Can we
best
talk about?
blowjob
Can we
ever.
talk about?
Yeah, Tom Brady. What's my favorite ring?
The next
excellent.
one. That's my favorite blowjob. The
The
next
next one.
I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to ask you this about saying. Can we talk about how you brought a girl on the bus to sleep over?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
talk about that.
You brought a girl on the bus. Had to kick her off in the
You weren't
morning.
even there.
I know, but I heard about it.
She almost embarked to the next
When
city.
to leave,
Yeah,
right?
you
I-
I had to kick her off in the
Whoa,
morning, and he
here's
was like,
the
"Get
thing.
off the
Here's
bus,
the thing.
or you're going to the Jersey Shore."
All right, so we were supposed to leave at 6 a.m. I don't know if you remember, McDonald's DM'd me and was like,
I
we're going to
remember,
give you 11 free McGriddles because McDonald's is the best, no free ads. I said, okay.
them.
And they said, we can bring it at 6:15, okay? The
You
night
were just
before-
up?
What?
So you partied the night before you
No, I was
fucked?
with this girl. I didn't sleep at all. we were
Okay,
in the
all right,
back
all right.
room, whatever, having fun,
On
doing
the, on
what
the,
we
bathroom,
do.
the
on the
Room.
RV, like 10 days into the trip, the most disgusting it's been thus far.
So-
The
And their
bus was
RV
I
disgusting.
heard we're leaving
revolting.
at. I heard we're leaving at 7. So all of a sudden the bus turns on. It starts moving. The girl's still with me. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm waiting for my McGriddles. This girl's still in bed. What do I do? There's too many things going on.
Yeah.
So eventually she's just looking for her flip flops. I don't know where her fucking flip flops are. I'm like, you gotta go.
They're
she
amongst
leaves
all
with
the
one
high noon
flip flop.
cans on the floor.
She's like
Yeah.
sitting in a new. I was
You
like, I'm
kicked this
sorry, we
chick
have to
out with
leave.
one shot?
I got the McGriddles. I got in the thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like we're on the road right now, and she's sitting there on the curb waiting for an Uber. Poor girl. She's great. I bought it for her, all that. I was like, I'm so sorry. We like, I didn't know we're leaving.
She's
right now.
great.
I have a
Kicked
bag
her
of
out.
fucking
In the
McGriddles.
middle of
See ya.
Chicago.
Yes,
That is
underneath a
rock
train
She's a
track.
great. She's a great girl. If you're watching, I'm sorry.
That is some rock bottom groupie behavior.
Yeah,
you
no,
get kicked
Pat
off a
said
bus
that
for
he was-
Dana.
Yeah.
You just sucked Dana Beers' dick. You maybe get a McGriddle. You kicked off the bus at 6 a.m. with
And
one shoe.
Kevin, don't forget, it was the grossest RV of all
Yeah.
time
Of
too.
all
It wasn't
time.
even like it was taking
Nah, it
care
was-
of.
it
It
was
was
that bad.
it
It's
was
a
fucking
It
I
was.
assure you it wasn't the grossest RV of all time.
John has that.
Don't say
I-
that.
yeah,
It
but like,
was
okay, that's
fucking
fair.
bad.
But like, she not only did that. Pat said that he was like an actual asshole to her because
He
she
was.
wouldn't leave, and he's
Yeah.
like, "You have to get the fuck
But it wasn't her
off the
fault.
bus.
It wasn't her
Going
fault.
somewhere
Did
else."
you
It's
give
the
her?
big gay villain.
Yeah.
You
Big
yell at
gay
everybody.
villain.
We
Did you give her
fellas-
a McGriddle?
I offered. She didn't want it.
That's fine.
You're jealous.
She didn't take
By the
one?
way,
That's
we had
crazy.
11, and nobody had any. I had 4.
Well, because
no
we
one had
were
any.
not ever going to see you. Remember? Well,
No, on my own bus.
we were going on the plane. So we
Nobody
were
had
going to
any
see you.
on
I would have
bus.
had some.
I
You
know.
I wasn't
You were
your
on my bus.
I said I would have
You
had
Can I
some.
say something
I
about the
wasn't
plane
on it.
also? We're still talking about this, but can I say something
you
about the
weren't.
plane?
Oh.
We
plane?
got
yeah, they,
after
oh.
Chicago, we earned a plane ticket. Myself, Kayce, Marty,
You'll see that.
Marty
yeah.
didn't earn it,
Spider,
right?
and Spider. And
I heard that you-
and
No,
I
you
want to
didn't.
say that
What do you
going on the
mean?
You were on the
plane.
team. You got traded over.
Yeah, I still
Yes.
earned it, you little fuck.
no.
Going on the plane though,
I
I
know.
want to
You're
say.
right.
You were right.
No, I hate the big three more than anything.
I know.
We didn't do
Listen.
anything to him.
Going on the plane was arguably worse than traveling in the RV because we got no sleep. that day.
Yeah.
We were up
I
the
don't
whole
want to
time.
hear it. We
went
sat in
there,
an
we
RV
had
for
to do-
16 hours.
we
You
were
got a
filming.
fucking flight to New Jersey. You got to sit on the beach.
I will say
No,
that
we
the-
didn't. No, we sat
Oh,
on the
you
beach
got
for
to sit
10
in a
minutes.
hotel room.
It was raining.
Big fucking whoop.
We
We were
did-
How
sitting
long
in
did we
an
have in the
RV.
hotel room? We had one hotel room, one
We
bed
did get to go
for 4 of
gamble.
us.
We did get to
for an hour and a half.
sit in a
Bibbs,
limo.
can you back me up?
We got to sit in a limo.
Yeah, the
Wasn't great.
RV sucked. I mean, it just sucked.
It sounds
Yeah.
ungrateful
But
when I
you
say
guys
it,
didn't
but they
sleep.
got to sleep the whole time, and we didn't sleep at all. I was the most tired the last day because we every single day, like at least we would have a time for travel in between. You could sleep that whole time.
Yeah,
we didn't get to sleep at
We
all. that
filmed
day.
the entire time, like,
Yes.
until you guys got there.
It was
So-
like extra work.
I don't want to hear it.
I mean, I enjoyed it because I got.
I'm just
the
saying.
limo and
Who
stuff.
has the most like animosity right now after this whole ordeal?
Vibbs and Dana.
Vibbs.
I-
I think it's Vibbs and
I
Marty.
think it's one
No,
side.
no, that was
no.
just that was the only time.
That
No,
was,
no.
it's definitely
He doesn't
him,
hate me, obviously.
No, I want Dana season 2. I'm mad. The big three saying that they're the best and the biggest
You
and most
helped
athletic.
the big
No,
three.
No.
You helped Pat. He's part of it.
I
That's
helped,
like, okay.
I helped me. I helped me.
confused.
I
You
separated the
helped
big
nobody.
three and I did myself.
Well, he's right. I would have kicked him off in all,
Exactly,
one second,
I know you would
obviously.
have.
But I wouldn't have gone out of my way to kick you
No,
off.
the last.
Yeah.
If,
If
the
I had the
last
choice, I would've
episode,
kicked you
were
off.
a captain, you would not kick them
No,
off.
I would have kicked up who? Pat.
No, you would have
You kicked
taken
off-
You just said
somebody.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have
taken
chose
somebody.
someone.
Like, it was-
Yeah,
that was-
crazy man.
Yeah.
That was
I
the
mean,
most
listen,
shocking thing was that he chose that. Like,
I-
my
you
jaw
chose
dropped.
For the
Spider.
sake
Off of your
the
team,
game,
probably
like,
was Balls on the team at that
No,
time.
balls on your own team.
Yeah, it was
If
Bob.
you
would
were
have
captain, final
chosen
challenge. Me,
Spider.
Kayce,
I would
Spider.
have. Yeah, I would have put chosen
You would have
Spider.
picked Spider.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that you did it for the entertainment
Yeah.
and talking about it and the game of it all. But it's fucking crazy that you did it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, I get that. I get
It's
that.
just like you have a chance to do something nice or do something fucking
Yep.
unfathomable, and you chose that. It's
And I
crazy.
could
made
have
Marty's
picked
job
the
so
person.
easy.
Yeah,
I could have
yeah.
picked the one person
Yeah,
that
so you
like
could've
I
just
cared
picked
about on the
me.
trip.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, that's fucked up.
That wasn't supposed to be that.
So sweet.
Well, I mean, he didn't bang you.
No. That's
No.
true. But that's
No,
why it
but
would have
wait.
made sense for him to take
Kevin,
her.
one
Like,
second.
why
You said
would
he
why
had
could
no
he not do
alliance
that?
with Kelly.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't.
We didn't. There were no promises.
I know
made.
Kelly
were
well.
not.
You
They
just-
were promises made.
No,
They
no
were,
way.
they were
You did the
unspoken.
promise.
Yeah, they were
There's
unspoken
no
contract, but they were promises made.
Well, you know what? Or
Multiple
maybe,
times.
There was no promise from her, maybe, but there's got to be a promise in your mind.
No, I told her if I get the 10K, I'll take her to Ruby Tuesday.
But
I
I
love her
don't think that
business.
it would have made sense for you to just take her. Like, that's what we all thought you were gonna do. Like, they're
No, it
sleeping
would've
together.
made-
It
it-
makes sense.
Everyone
It-
told me. I knew you were gonna do that. I was like,
It
he's gonna do that, it's
100%
gonna be-
would
it's
have
gonna look
made
better.
Right,
sense.
you'd be like, oh,
but
well, yeah, of course he's
I
going to.
told Pat that I would protect him given the
But
opportunity.
you hate the big three.
Would he have protected me?
Clearly,
I
he
don't
hates
know.
the big two.
Yeah, two.
Yeah.
It's
no.
not anything to do with Pat.
No. I only hate it now because I'm watching the videos and how they're edited, and you're just leaving me out of the athletic group.
That's really what it comes down to.
Which
You
I
said
will
he's not an
say,
athlete.
no,
Yeah, it's
but
just-
you were though. Like on the challenger, like
No,
the
I know,
challenge
but
that we didn't kick you
it's
off. Like, when
insane
you,
now.
No,
He
Dana,
knows
I'd
it.
love to. If you want to make
Yeah.
an alliance, let's do it. On
done.
season 2. If not,
I'm good.
I want that 10K. Good, bring it.
No, here's my thing.
I mean, I am the most
I know-
athletic. I
I
don't give a
know-
fuck what anyone says.
Oh!
If
What do you think
he
of
is,
that?
he is.
No, for sure.
He is.
Marty,
I thought you might wanted that claim there.
But
for sure.
if I'm on season 2, I know that I just have to not be as nice. It's as simple as
You'll
that.
be on season.
Well, you
Like-
could have learned that from your
No,
Kelly
but like
That's like-
my
yeah.
main
Who has ever
mindset.
won a reality show being nice? Nobody.
True.
I was nice
And
for
that's
3
why he-
episodes, and then I went,
I was
no,
nice.
no more. And then that's it, and then I won.
I mean, look at us right now.
No, Glenny wasn't nice. He wasn't mean. He was nothing. He's just bald.
Yeah.
He just exists. So
Which is
you can
bullshit.
go under the radar. You can be mean or you can go under the radar, but you can't be nice.
I think
You
I was
know what
nice
mean?
until the very end, until I kicked Dana off.
Well,
But you
so-
didn't go under the radar.
I think,
I don't know.
look at us right now. We're in fucking shambles. Like, y'all obviously is making for great content and TV, so I respect him for that.
Yeah.
I need to kind of get that nice guy attitude out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to go along for the ride and have fun.
He's the
But
Boston
fucking
Rob of the
compete.
show. He should have won his first.
Like, I want to
won.
compete. I'm gonna compete my dick off. I'm gonna go hard, but at the same time, I gotta think
If next
more
season,
of the game. You
in
know?
season 2, you had the choice, and let's say Vibbs is not in it, but if same thing, would
will
you
win.
send someone or pick someone?
We're too
It
dumb
depends the
to
other
win.
team. If it was,
It's what it
That's
is.
the situation.
We
depends
we-
who's on
But
the
you
other
also,
team.
well, yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, it
the
depends
only
on
way
his
you would
alliances and
not
stuff.
bring someone over is if you just like fucking hate all of them on that
Well,
team.
we
right?
weren't allowed to do that.
I guess we were.
No, yeah, in the end.
We could pick somebody to.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant keep it the way that it was.
Oh, no.
So like
Which
you,
we wanted
you,
that option,
the
too.
only way you should really, you probably should just bring somebody over unless you fucking hate their guts, right? So what would you do? I mean, and let's assume that there wasn't like there was at least somebody on the other team that you can like get along with in some way.
I would
you
bring
just
someone
them
over.
But yeah, so you'll compete, but then given down to the very end, you'll still just be a nice guy. at the
yeah,
end.
again, it depends who it is.
Yeah.
So
It
then
depends the
why?
alliance.
But we-
I guess with the 10K it's different. But then if the first time we had that chance or that opportunity to kick someone off your own team, you took it and kicked him off.
Yeah.
But
It was
that
the
wasn't
first
that
chance.
wasn't for 10K.
Right, it was
That
Airbnb.
just I don't
But
care.
so why-
Wait, what do you mean? That's a huge
I mean,
deal.
it's-
And,
No, that's what I'm
and
saying.
it ended up being. I mean, that's
Right,
again.
but I'm
that's
saying-
the whole
Principle.
idea that
He
it
took
didn't
it
matter.
personal.
It did
He
matter.
was
You said
MJ.
1,000
He
times
took it
everything
back, and I
you do
took it
matters.
All the like he,
All you said every
keeping
day was
those-
everything you said
and
and do
that goes-
matters.
Like yours, even with Vibbs, was actually you kind of did a good sell job.
You
on the
honestly
beat.
see, they were pointing.
Marty-
I didn't know what was going on.
Marty-
No,
they were.
They were pointing at.
Get him
him.
off
Yeah.
the team.
He-
You remember that with your boy
Yeah,
Pat when he
that's
was
No, I
pointing
saw-
over your
all you guys
forehead?
were.
You
I
said
thought
kick him
you
off the
too.
team. You remember that?
But you're saying
Your
that.
fucking
You
boy
know that
Pat
at the
was
time.
telling
You
me
actually-
to kick you off.
I
Remember
actually don't
that?
think you did it like with that kickoff in PCB. Did it come back to haunt you a little bit? Yours wasn't bad. The example I said earlier, like your sell job of kicking Kelly off the Nashville is horrible. And that's what I think.
I'm pretty sure
I think
we
it
told
took
Kelly
too
she was
long
gonna
for a lot of people to
have
realize.
I knew it. I said it because I was like, I know I'm in
I think
danger.
we
Like,
were
I
very
know
upfront.
these
We
guys don't
told
want me
Kelly
here.
You're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But
You
it was-
said you
did
didn't
the
do
fake
anything,
sell,
and
yeah.
that set me off.
I did
like,
forget
"Oh,
Pat
well."
was pointing at.
That's
Yeah,
what I
he
did.
was.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
just said
I didn't
you
even
were
know
doing
what
it
was going on. I was
You
looking
were
at my
doing it.
teammates.
Oh, that's so much
I
nicer,
didn't
Marty.
do that.
I was kind of pissed
I
about
know. I
that.
didn't
Marty, you
even
missed
say
a
like
word.
that.
What
I
did
don't finish my sentence.
He said something like, oh, you didn't do anything, so goodbye.
Yeah,
And I was like, what the
bro.
fuck you mean I didn't do anything? I just put on a wetsuit and went up
Yeah,
the
words are
slippery
tough.
stairs. What
The
the fuck
words
is
are
this?
tough.
He meant you didn't do anything
Very
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what I was
Okay.
like. I don't nothing against you. It's just fucking
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
People are
okay.
diabolical.
Now, I mean, here's what it comes down to. While I understand that there's a very big difference between the first challenge and the last challenge with the money on the line, but you're deciding what he's like offended by, I guess.
No,
You know,
no.
if he was
A little
pissed off and you
hypocritical.
voted him off, and that's part of the game.
But at that moment, I had zero alliance to him. So what's the point of
You had
me?
zero alliance
I'm
to me
not
at the end,
disagreeing
too.
I
with
had
you.
an
I'm
alliance
actually
with
on
Pat
your
and
side,
Marty.
but if he in
I
that
could
moment was like,
hold on
fuck you for voting me
Keegs
off.
or somebody,
Pat
but
had an alliance with everybody. I mean, I don't know how
He
we had
did.
to
Yeah.
get it. Like you guys
No, we
keep
did.
I
saying
don't
that.
know
We
why
said
your
that
guys'
before.
alliance with Pat matters and mine doesn't.
No, because Pat only had one with us
Fair.
until Chicago.
Yeah.
Until we
At
lost.
that
Once
point,
it
he
lost,
had
it was-
nothing
we
with
couldn't
you.
Yeah,
do
but
it.
I talked to him in Dallas. Like I said, hey,
Yeah,
if you
but
can
then he
protect.
didn't care
yeah.
about you because he said we were going to win.
Well,
I was
that's your
furious.
opinion.
No, I
It's
know.
facts.
You know for a fact.
he said it
1000%.
on the fucking.
I will say, and I
Well,
hope it's.
Yeah, so
it's
you
like-
said Pat has an alliance with everybody.
Yeah.
Earlier we were saying Pat was all for himself and had an alliance with
Well,
nobody.
That was
yeah,
the first
which
day.
is if you have an alliance with everybody, you have an alliance with nobody.
Well,
like,
right,
that's
but-
the way
Right.
it felt. Like, and that's what going into it. Like, I watched the big three in the bus, like melt down
That
right
was
before
the
the.
bad.
we weren't
that
on
was
the team
breaking
anymore.
point.
But and like Dana and Pat were on a different team than Marty and I, and
NAC?
I'm just sitting in the bus, just listening to
fucked
them
that up.
completely
Yeah,
fuck
you
themselves
did.
over.
Yeah.
Like they were
I
like,
fucked
"This is
that
my
up.
time
How'd you do,
alliance. Like
Dana?
we're gonna."
Well, me,
yeah.
it was a
And they just right in
Vibbs
front
won
of
the
me.
captain, which was the last thing we could have,
We
and
said
I just
Kelly or Vibbs can't win.
discombobulated my. I don't know what the word is, but I'm just standing there with Marty, and I'm like kind of whispering. I'm like, dude, it's just me and you at this point. I go, I don't give a fuck about Pat. Little do I know, Pat's literally standing right there.
But
He's
not
like,
only that, Kevin.
So
not only that.
the best game.
No,
Not only
that was
that,
after we broke up.
That was after everybody
Right.
broke up, but they forgot that I was there, and they were saying that the worst thing could happen was her be captain, and I'm like,
And I was
well,
like doing a confessional at that time, so I
Right.
knew none of this.
So
I
then
was just
I'm
like,
well,
I
wait,
know the
is
team
Marty
seems
gonna
cool.
fuck Kelly over now? And so then we had to have this whole sit down,
It
like,
wasn't
no.
that.
Like,
We
Marty-
were guns
fuck.
pointed at
We
Marty
just
for
talk
like
too
a whole
much.
day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys just wouldn't stop talking.
You
I'm
gotta
just
just
sitting sitting there with like a
Honestly,
shitty
like,
evening.
we Me,
That
Kayce,
was like
and
Survivor.
Spider.
I remember how many times
Yeah.
in our tribal ship people would just keep talking. I was like, I can't believe you guys are saying
Me,
this.
Kayce, and Spider had like a sit down when Marty wasn't there, being like, "Is Marty gonna fuck us right now? Is he gonna
Yeah.
throw the challenge? Like, if I'm making captain, what's?" And that's also kind of was like, "Oh my god."
But what I said, was
yeah.
though, is because Dana and Marty were on
I'm
different
too dumb.
teams, that no matter what, he was gonna pick his best friend, his roommate. Like
Yeah.
he could hate somebody on the team,
Right, but
like
he's
if he's
gonna
gonna,
choose
if he
that.
has an opportunity to give his best friend 10 grand and a house for the summer, he could like just royally hate somebody. He's still gonna take his best friend,
Right.
which
Yeah.
I believed, even though he said
I
that,
was.
but I believed that anyways. I was like, there's no way he's gonna
Definitely.
dick somebody over before he would help out his best friend.
But we're saying with Pat, because the first day he wasn't on my and Dan team, so
Right.
we had nothing with him. Then I picked Pat because I wanted him on my team because I thought us three would be very
Right.
good together. And
Sure.
that's where the next two cities, it was just us and against everybody. But then
You were doing
Chicago,
swap. Yeah.
fucked us.
Chicago was the downfall for the
Yes.
big three.
And then I knew I was
Chicago.
by myself on the yellow team, and I was like, all right, got to be captain and just try and win for us. And then we lost.
Blew a 2-0 lead in Chicago. That was the game.
Yep.
It's a shame. So now
you
we
guys-
got the house.
It's our fucking Stooley's fault.
Yeah, what was that like?
Angelo? You're blaming Angelo?
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Come on!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
not blaming Angelo.
Early
blamed
episode
Angelo.
1 or 2 where the one dude just didn't take the
man.
puzzle pieces out of his bag. That was
fucking
totally
Marcel.
We're not
Yeah.
discussing him.
We're not discussing him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that
No,
was
that's
something.
not.
And then
No, like-
and then how were the rest of the people? Were they
The
were
Mullah
there-
guy was awesome.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
great.
he's actually like, I think he's could be a superstar someday.
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
He's
funny.
like a country singer.
Yeah.
He's
It was
like,
sad
he's
his
gone
name-
viral like 30
It
times.
was sad his
About-
confessional.
Are you
Oh,
saying that
yeah.
because he looks exactly like you?
No, like, he is way
does.
cooler than me.
He is really
I
cool.
was disappointed we didn't get one of his confessionals.
He's funny
Like,
as
that
fuck.
was
Yeah.
sad. But
Jason Cross.
Jason. That's
Jason,
it. Yeah, Jason
he was awesome.
So sweet,
Um,
really nice. Yeah.
I think we had
Allie?
mostly great
Allie's
stories.
great.
great.
Luke was great.
Yeah,
My
and who
boy
else
who
was
I
there?
puked
Steve.
on.
Steve
Oh,
basically
great.
my
Oh.
Steve's one of my
Your
good
boy.
friends.
Puking
Oh, that's
and pissing.
Nick. Was his
Nick.
name?
All right,
Yeah.
the puke
Nick.
one was
He was
that
great.
was
Puke was
natural.
understandable. Yeah, you
He
chugged
peed
the
twice.
AOE.
The first one, I gotta get this out of the way right now, okay? It looked like a weak stream, but I stuffed my onesie with 2
Yeah.
socks.
I knew that came back to bite you.
So it just absorbed all my pee.
I can't
That is
begin.
disgusting.
No, I can't begin to tell you how
So fucking
gross.
gross.
So it's not a
So
weak
fucking
stream.
gross.
You got piss soaked socks in your onesie, man. That is vile.
So fun. And then
the
jumping into
finale-
slime that we all also have to be.
The
in.
finale
I was
was
like,
so-
thanks, Dana, for this.
The finale was so gross because I had planned that bit.
peed
It
again.
rained, we were delayed, and I was just sitting down like, what can I do that's like one last thing with Dane? And I said, I'll pretend there's a twist and then ask him to pee. And it's like, all right, I know he'll do it. Like he'll pee one more time. So I look over, I'm like, hey, there's no twist, like, but this is your last chance to piss yourself on this show. And it doesn't come across as gross as it should be, because when you're turned to the side and you look and you see he's about to pee, and then you see his shorts and shirt and pee is squirting out of the top
It
Oh,
of his
was,
shorts.
it was so fucking
It
gross.
was
So gross. That we,
I've
like,
never.
both of us turned around.
I
Like, I think we're gonna
recoiled.
throw up.
I
It was
recoiled.
awesome.
I was like, Dana,
It was great.
again?
It was
Like it was
awesome.
just to see.
Wait,
you're
what are you
right.
talking about
The
between
spraying
It was
pee
shorts,
outside
like,
his
it was
shorts.
popping out of the top of his
Disgusting.
shorts.
Was your dick up?
John,
Are you doing a
it was
top?
windy out
No,
there,
it was just he was like peeing so
flying.
hard
what
that it
he's
was like
talking
spraying
about.
It's like
out.
coming
I don't
through
know
the
how.
mesh.
I mean,
It's like
your
the
dick
stream
went
is so hard, it was
down.
like-
I don't know how your piss goes up.
Yeah, your piss
It was
goes
coming
up.
out.
Unless
It was like
you're
out.
doing
It
a
was like
waistband
this.
talk with a hard dick.
I don't
and
think
your
I
piss
was.
going.
I think the
Were
wind
you?
was
No, I don't know what he's talking
It
about.
was just out. No, I saw it too.
Never, that
No,
was
I didn't.
burning.
I also
Yeah.
didn't.
It went out.
I also
It
didn't.
was going up and out.
That's about, I don't know if you know about gravity, Dana, but your dick is usually down and then the piss is supposed to go down.
I think the
Through the
wind also
holes of
took
the
it. It was
mesh.
really windy. It was coming through the holes. It was blowing everywhere. It was
The
fucking gross.
best
It
ones
was
in
vile,
Nashville were
vile.
like the crew that we had hired with us, the company ASL, like they know Barstool stuff, but like I don't know if they know your like pissed your pants thing. And there were a couple guys in Nashville who they were like, "Is he serious with that?" Like, that was he really pissed.
Yeah, I heard there was one guy who was like, all right, that's enough. Like it's been a long 10 days, and like I put up with a lot, but I reached my fill. You know.
The
Gotta
camera,
move the needle.
when he did that, I was his captain, the blue captain. The camera comes up to me, and this is the final challenge, and I go, "I'm cutting Dana now."
Oh, he did say
It's on
that.
camera. I'm
No,
not
you
kidding.
shouldn't have pissed yourself.
I think at the end of it though, like we had just no filter, so like
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it was so gross that even having no filter, we had to turn on it. Like
It's not that gross. It's fucking sterile.
I thought it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Sit down.
The argument that it's sterile.
It's not that
just
gross,
you.
Mr. Puke.
it was gross.
So now you got the house. you gonna party all month long? Or is everybody invited? Can losers go to the house?
Everyone's invited, yeah.
Go to the
I'll
house,
go to the
Dana?
house.
Everyone's invited. Yeah.
I'll go if he's not there. Yeah.
Oh.
Dana,
Dana hasn't looked Vibbs in the eye like once this
such
whole
a bitch.
time.
Dana, you can have my room when I'm not there the first week.
I don't want your room.
You can have it.
I'm good. I'll sleep on the couch.
Okay, that's fine.
There's a lot of beds. You don't have to do that.
Are you
Saying,
gonna?
I don't know
are
who's
you-
crawling
are-
in that room.
What bed are you gonna sleep in the house, Kelly?
I don't know. Whatever bed I want to.
Oh yeah, that's it,
I'm
girl.
going this weekend.
Did you guys
So are
talk about the
you're
three
going-
of
We're all
us
going this
taking
weekend.
a nap together?
No, we
That-
didn't
that
discuss
didn't
that. We don't
make-
need to though.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's behind the scenes.
That seems like
But
overkill.
so like there was like
They tried
there
to-
was like a threesome situation
No,
on this trip?
no. I did not know at the time.
No, what do you mean?
I was lucky enough to always have the back room of the yellow bus, and I shared it with Kelly, and I shared it like Pat night one, and that was it. Either Kelly was with me or I was by myself. But on one of our long road trips, we all decided to drink a little bit and take a nap. I did not know that there was actual canoodling going on.
There wasn't canoodling.
There wasn't.
No.
It sounded like there was. Was there canoodling?
I was touching her back.
That's canoodling.
It's
That's
not
touching.
canoodling.
That's
I
canoodling.
have like an actual like a selfie photo of like they're clearly like spooning, and I'm like by myself like in the bed like
that's
this.
no
canoodling.
spoon. There
Yeah,
was
that's
no-
spooning.
and I-
That's
and I-
not
and
that's
There was
canoodling.
no spooning. I
won't tweet that.
No.
might have touched
You
her on the
won't
back.
tweet
You won't tweet that.
You
No,
want to do that right now?
I sent it in a group text with the three of us,
Don't
and
tweet it, I'll
Vibbs
kill you.
said that he was like trying so hard to make me not realize that anything
No.
was going on that he was
Yeah.
like one finger touching her back because he didn't want me to know.
I was very hungover. I took a Klonopin, taking a nap, and you rubbed my back a little bit. What are you gonna do about it?
In my bed, in my bed.
You were asleep too. So I thought. Sorry, you slept through your Klonopin. I didn't know you did
Oh, no, I
that.
didn't sleep in my car.
Kay's skin
I
tone
woke
is
up- I
currently
woke up.
matching her hair color.
Casey, I rubbed your back a little bit too. Don't act like you didn't.
No. In fact, I will tell you this. In fact, that's not only not true. He never even turned my way. Like at one point,
I
it was
did.
like, and then I like, looked at me and said,
Maybe
king
there's-
size
maybe
bed.
Sounds to me.
Small
It
humans.
sounds to me, Kayce, that you're a little jealous.
No, I told
Yeah,
him this
I
on
think
Laura
I think
the Bar.
there's jelly and you want Basie.
No. Here's the thing.
I'm sorry that I got all the attention. I'm sorry that I got all the attention.
I'm not jealous.
I'm very
I said-
sorry.
I'm
an
told him
engaging
on Laura the
person.
Bar, for sure. I don't blame it all. I don't blame either one of you. No, it's okay. What I told
You don't have to
Vibbs
explain
is
yourself.
he used me as a pawn this whole time.
Oh yeah,
to
that's
make
facts.
you jealous.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, he
And it
wised
worked.
up. He's like, all I have to do is make this bitch jealous, and then she'll be interested. And I was like, wow,
That's
that's
the
like,
key.
check that.
That's the key. Yep.
Sometimes you gotta
Absolutely.
use hoes to get hoes. That's how it goes.
And that's it. We're wrapping on that.
Kill me,
An
kill me.
unbelievable
I
first
will
season of
let it
Barstool
go.
VS
Oh
America.
my
Good job by all the production and everybody who was a part of it. Great job by you guys. And we'll see season 2 next year, maybe. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Dana Redemption Tour.
I love it. I would love it.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Pints. Make sure you click on the bell icon below to keep up with notifications, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Strong drinks, full pints, can't lose.
Can't lose.